What's up guys? For today's video, it's demolition day for the Jon Boat. If you caught the last video, I went and picked up a 1448 Jon Boat that I'm gonna be turning into a 1 to 2 person fishing machine. There's a lot to get done and I'm really excited to dig into it. Before we get into it, if you guys like this type of content and you want to see this build series from start to finish, don't forget to subscribe. I'm going to be doing a lot of videos on this boat starting right now. One of the first things I'm going to be working on is taking all of the trash and floors out of the boat to see what platform we're working with here. In addition, there's a bunch of things on here that I'm looking to sell off to recoup some of my money into this investment. The main thing being the outboard. So the first thing I want to work on today is getting the outboard off the boat and see if I can get it running. If I can, that'll be a nice easy flip on Marketplace and it'll allow me to work on all of the other things much quicker. All right, I got gas tank here and earmuffs. It looks like the water pickup is right here. Let's see how she runs. Pull out the choke. Oh. So with the outboard out of the way, it is time to start demolition. All right, so let's just start up in the front of the boat here. I've got some rubberized gloves on because there is a bunch of rusted hooks and stuff like that in here, and I'm not trying to get a tetanus shot today. All right, start with this battery. Oh man, that's a heavy one. Really hoping that's not battery acid. That would be no good for the hull. Looks more like mold. Got these here. Old crab trap. Definitely getting rid of this. It's all rusted. The seat is in good condition. We'll be keeping this. Now, this tow strap thing here could definitely be used still, but not by me. The place I bought it from was from a semi-truck repair shop, so I'm assuming that some of these parts might be coming from that. This net has holes in it. No point in keeping this guy. This rope looks good though. This is a good anchor rope and it's already attached to the anchor winch up front. So at the very least, I'm just gonna hang on to it. Okay, Goodyear windshield wipers. I'm gonna look into these and see if they're worth anything. Otherwise, they're just gonna get tossed. We have a brand new in-box kayak paddle clip. That'll be kept for sure. Now this side, if you remember from the last video, had a package of hooks. Well, this was so wet and rusted, I guess it fell apart on the ride home and all those rusted hooks fell down in here. All right, I got a magnet sweep. Let's see what this picks up. Oh, that worked great. Oh yeah, there you go. Oh yeah, so unfortunately the magnetic tail light didn't work on the way home. They blew right off and drug behind the trailer for about a mile. This wiring was still really nice. So I'm gonna hang on to that for sure. Paddle is trash. Interesting piece here. Yeah, I'm gonna clean this up, paint it, and see if I can get a couple bucks for it. That might be fun. This definitely has its uses. I think they fished in some shallow river, but not for what I'm gonna be using. So another nice rope though. I'll take that. Now this is a nice 10-pound anchor. Nothing wrong with this one. I like to use these mushroom anchors in general, so I'll be keeping that. Rusted wrench, gotta go. All right, and finally, let's get to the back end here. Number one, these taillights are going. These are starting to dry rot, and I'm gonna be getting submersible ones. And they're also not gonna be installed on the guide poles here, so let's go ahead and get these off. Yeah, this one's got a nice busted light. Oh, and these are incandescents also. These aren't even LED, so yeah, definitely getting trashed. This looks nice though, so we'll be able to keep this. This is an anchor bell if we want to do a rear anchor. We have an anchor winch, which probably tied to this bell right here. It's gonna come off also. It's in the battery box. I don't know what year, but it doesn't look too bad. Oh, 520, okay. Not too bad. I'll see if it charges. All right, see if this comes up. Okay, not bad. A lot of squirrels in here. Definitely the foam's been all eaten up, so we're going to be gutting the benches, no doubt. But I don't see any major corrosion, which is the only thing I'm really caring about. We're gonna have to get out here with the vacuum to get all this junk out of here, but this is good. This will also let everything start drying up too. All right, so let's see if we get just as lucky with the center floor here. Okay, nice, nice. I may hang on to this just to use it as a template. That could be super useful. We'll see if I have somewhere to store it, but let's go ahead and get this out. Live well here. Okay. Oh, that is a beautiful floor. Oh, that is excellent. There's no corrosion, no dents. This is a super, super clean 1448 so far. I am so excited for this boat. Shouldn't jinx myself. Let's just get this up and out and then we'll go from there. Now, unfortunately, I know that front isn't gonna be as easy because I already tried lifting this up a little bit and it's screwed down somewhere here, but hopefully it's not too bad. So I got some screws here. All right, I'm hoping taking these screws out, we can have some better idea of what everything's attached to. There we go. Oh, they were screws with, looks like wood glue on top. Ah, here we go. Okay. Looks like they screwed these planks into this rib right here and this rib. All right, I'm gonna kick this on the time lapse. I'm just gonna rip this carpet back, start taking out screw by screw, probably drilling them out where I need to, and get this wood out, and then we'll deal with cleaning up whatever screws are left in the ribs. Here's the first bit of corrosion I'm seeing, and it's right around the, looks like wood screws that were used here. This is why you won't want to use certain kind of materials in boats because it will corrode them. This could also be from the wood, even though it doesn't seem to be pressure treated. These slats could be, and that would leach out copper chloride, which reacts with water and aluminum, and anywhere there's screw holes, you know, the aluminum is exposed, and that'll lead to corrosion. Now, the good thing is that it's very, very minimal. This is just brushing off, so this hasn't been like this for very long, so I'm not really too worried about it, but there's another good example on why you never, ever, ever, ever use pressure-treated wood with aluminum boats. Took a wood cutting blade on here because the bimetal one was just taking forever to cut through this stuff, you know, as expected. And I snapped it off about 3/4 of the way full. That way it won't impact the bottom. I'm gonna run some cuts down it and then just break off each board because the wood glue has covered all the screws and doing this one by one is just taking forever. So hopefully this gets things done a little bit faster. as you can see from the trash can and state of the boat, this was an absolute nightmare. I basically just had to cut away the floor using a jigsaw, and then I used a sledgehammer and a screwdriver to get into it and crack it out. And all the wood was so rotted that it just pulled through for most of it, but there were a couple pieces right towards the end there that were pretty tough. All right, so real quick, before I get this all cleaned up, I did want to take this back board off here. I want to see what's under it. So it isn't how I'm going to be doing the back of the boat, so. Hey, still looks good under it at least. All right, with that off, the last thing I want to get off is this anchor bell thing here. Here's a quick tip. Don't Swiss cheese your transom with these giant frickin' lag bolts. Why would you do this? Look at these giant holes there. Easily repairable, but absolutely ridiculous to have done. Overall, the transom itself seems solid, so that's good. There's a nice strong brace here. I'm really happy with that. I don't think we'll be needing to do any transom work, thankfully. Let's get everything cleared up, cleaned out, and see what we're working with here. All right, with the vacuuming complete, the bulk of the demolition of the boat is done. Overall, I am really happy with what I'm seeing. The floor looks really solid. I'm seeing no serious pits of corrosion. The seat tops still look really nice and solid. Everything is looking like it's gonna be a perfect platform to build on. I love how nice and wide it is. I really just have no complaints. This is a great looking boat to get started with. I have a trash can full of junk that needs to go out the road tomorrow. A couple odds and ends that still need to get picked off here. I got to get these electrical cords out. Want to take these rope cleats off the side, replace the hardware with something stainless. I do like that idea, so I'm probably going to be sticking with it. But overall, I really have nothing to complain about. All right, guys, well, if you found this video interesting and you want to see what I got in store for this Jon Boat build, don't forget to subscribe. I've got a lot of great content coming up for this boat and a lot of good ideas on how I want to build it. If you guys have any ideas of your own, feel free to drop a comment below. I'm always open to suggestions and trying out new things that you guys might want to see. As I said, I'm really going to be building this one for me, so I'm going to try to tailor it for where I'm going to be most comfortable. For example, if I decide to go with a tiller motor, I want to put everything where I'm going to be the most comfortable and stable on the boat. Or if I decide to go with some kind of console, I've also thought about maybe like a center console. That might be pretty cool. I'm going to be making it work for at least 1 to 2 people. All right, guys, thanks for watching.